Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a reading for mid-December 2022, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. As you can see, I've already pulled the oracle cards and clarified those. We'll dive into tarot. I have a clarifying deck as well. There will be an extended at the end of this reading that might sound a little silly considering I think I only have like 5 or 6 subscribers right now. But I did used to have a tarot channel in the past. I got rid of about 2 years ago for some personal reasons, so I am in a phase of rebuilding. So if you are interested in that extended reading, the information's in the description box below. All right, in your recent past, you have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back with the Strength card. You're lacking self-confidence. Seems a little bit like on the surface, like it's deeper than that. I don't know if it's faith in yourself in general or faith in the universe, but something from your past is causing you to have this lack of strength essentially. But I'm not sure exactly in what regard, so we will get information on that. In your current energy, you have adjustments are required with the High Priestess. Right now is really a time to be listening to yourself, making sure that you're listening to your intuition. My guess is over your emotions or your fears or this lack of faith or strength that you have here. In your immediate future, you have nothing yet is set in stone. Nothing is yet set in stone with the World card in reverse. So there's some cycle here that's trying to complete, and I feel like you're in a period right now of like needing to do the work, and it's kind of like, will you close it, will you not? And I feel like there are some Scorpios that will and some that won't. So let's dive in here. Make sure that's on. Let's see what we've got. This is recent past for Scorpio. Let's get clarification on this. Don't let your past hold you back. The Strength in reverse. My other readings today have been like super energetic, and in this one I'm just tired. I don't know if that's you guys or what. Okay. You guys have been doing a lot of, I don't know if you've been working hard or if you've been investing in your long-term success. Yeah, because there's the 8 of Pentacles too. But you guys aren't happy with the Sun in reverse. So you've been, I feel like maybe you're really focused on your work right now or on your material, like building materially. But with the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's almost like you're too focused on the material world. Like way too focused on the material world. It's almost like you're trying, it's almost like you're trying to prove your worth through your material gains right now. But with the Sun in reverse, you're not coming from a place of joy at all. You're certainly in the last phase of a cycle. Now, whether this cycle ends or starts over is kind of up to you. I'm not quite sure what that cycle is yet, but we'll see. You're definitely just really focused on your material world right now. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but what I don't like is this energy of trying to prove yourself through it. It's like you're not coming from a place of doing things because you enjoy them. You're coming from a place of doing things because you think it's going to, prove yourself to somebody. Let's look at some more recent past for Scorpio. And I feel like that is where the adjustments are. It's not necessarily that you're investing in the wrong things, but more maybe investing in them in the wrong way. This is recent past for Scorpio. You guys are, you have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. So you guys are just not, it's like you're not in a good headspace right now. I feel like something's happened to you, maybe in your recent past. Yeah, there's that 10 of Swords. Something painful. And it's almost caused you to like withdraw from yourself. You're not listening to yourself right now. You're just trying to focus on your material world. It's almost like, I'm not saying this is what it is, so take it as it resonates, but it's almost like maybe you're going through a breakup, someone you get broken up with, or you break up with someone, and then instead of healing from that, it's almost like you dive into work, and you're like, if I can just build this up, then maybe I'll heal this heartbreak I have going on. Either way, I feel like there's this energy of just like not dealing with something, like almost like, I don't know if it's avoidance or or what, but there's something here that I feel like you're avoiding, and it could just be avoiding healing or avoiding the truth of something. Let's get one more for Scorpio's recent past. We'll clarify. You guys are burning yourself out. The Four of Swords in reverse with the Eight of Swords. This is coming from a place of limiting beliefs. You're trapped inside your own limiting beliefs right now. You're super in your head, whatever this is. You are super, super freaking in your head, Scorpio. And I feel like it's almost like you've shut down. And this is your recent past, remember that. But you were super in your head here. And I feel like almost dwelling on something but not healing it. Could have been a breakup, a separation, a loss of a job. And so, you lose a job, so you dive into household activities or something. It's almost like you're distracting yourself. Yeah, that's certainly the energy I get, is distraction in a way. Distraction, but coming from a place of trying to prove yourself. Okay, let's get more. Let's get clarification here. Clarification on these messages, starting with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Because the King of Pentacles in reverse is like focusing too much on the material world. Judgment in reverse with the Five of Cups. There is a lot of sadness here in your recent past, Scorpios. Either somebody did you wrong or something. Because there's that you have the Five of Cups, and then you have that King of Swords in reverse again. So this is very heavy energy. And with the Three of Cups in reverse, there's been some sort of separation, disconnection from something. But whatever it is, you're not facing the truth of it. I don't know really what that means. It's like you're not... Either you're seeing things through the lens of this loss, the sadness. I don't even necessarily know if it was a loss. I don't know. This is confusing. You're seeing things through the lens of sadness right now. There's like a rain cloud over your head, Scorpio, and I feel like to a certain extent you're not really dealing with it. You're distracting yourself with work, or something, some sort of activity, something that you're investing in. And that doesn't need to be, take it as it resonates, but there's something here. Let's get more recent past, clarifying the King of Swords in reverse. Ooh. There's that Ten of Swords again. There is some serious pain here in your recent past, Scorpio. And you are stuck on it. You're both stuck on it, but you're also moving on. So this is good. It's almost like you needed to sit with it for a while. And I feel like you did. I mean, there was some distraction, but sometimes you gotta, sometimes you gotta distract before you're ready to, really dive into healing. Especially if this Ten of Swords energy is heavy. I feel it. And I feel it in my solar plexus. Like there's it's like some sort of pain really affected your confidence. And you have some anger too. There's some anger here. Again, this is all your past. So you could be in a better energy now, and we'll certainly get there. Let's get one more. Recent past for Scorpio. My goodness, Scorpio. I'm sorry, guys. This is intense. Yeah, you're in the last... we already saw the Nine of Wands. We're in the last stage of your cycle. Okay. This is like, will you heal or will you repeat? That's kind of what I'm hearing. Like, will you heal or will you repeat? And I feel like that's why you have this World card in reverse with nothing is yet set in stone. Like the cycle hasn't completed, but it's not really set in stone whether or not it will. It's kind of up to you. And you have this Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is an opportunity that either you're not facing, you're not ready for, you don't believe in. And I feel like this opportunity, I'm actually going to get clarification on this Page of Pentacles. Because you're trapped in limiting beliefs. So there's something that you're not seeing here because you're looking at it through fear. There was a separation. Okay. All right. Emotions are intense were intense. I keep saying are. I feel like I keep saying are because I feel like it's still in your current energy, but we'll get there. The moon card in reverse, whether or not you realize it, you're working through a lot of fear, whether that's fear of being alone, fear of not having financial success, take it as it resonates. But because with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, this is instability of some sort. Living situation, financial situation, partnership, whatever it is, because this is the second time I've seen this Three of Cups in reverse, this separation, this disconnection. So there's something here for you, something possible for you. Whatever it is that's resonating during this reading, whether that be love, success, career, whatever, there's an opportunity for you to have what you want, but this cycle has to complete first. And it's the best way I can describe it is this is a cycle of not healing. So like an example that pops into mind, and I'm not saying this is what it is, but is someone who's used to kind of codependent relationships where they might, one relationship ends and they kind of jump into another one without healing the last one. That could potentially be it's like you distract yourself until you're in a new relationship. That could potentially be a situation here. I'm not saying that's necessarily it, but that's certainly the vibe. All right. Current energy for Scorpio, clarifying adjustments are required with the High Priestess. Let's see what these adjustments are. Current energy for Scorpio. Yeah, it's like you're trying to get other aspects of your life in order because you think that's what's going to heal you. But it's not. It's facing the emotion of it all. Something happened quick. Because there's the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Something happened quick. Like faster than I think you even really expected it to. And maybe that's why you're needing this time to kind of detach, like almost like process maybe before you can really heal. Although I believe healing is processing. But you have this Knight of Swords here. It's like you need to kind of like chill out a little bit, like slow down. I'm not saying like chill out, just chill out. It's easy, just chill out. I'm saying like breathe. I mean, just take a breath, like take a moment. It feels like you've been maybe going since something happened and you haven't stopped to process or to heal or to face it. And that's the adjustment here. Are you going to take the pain of this last situation into a new situation, or are you going to heal it so that the cycle doesn't repeat? Because we repeat cycles when we don't heal our past. That's why a spiritual journey is about diving so much into your past, is because if we don't heal our past, we bring our past into our present, and then our past becomes our future because we manifest it based on what we've experienced. We manifest based on our beliefs. Our thoughts become our beliefs, become our actions, become our reality. So if your thoughts are in alignment with your past, which is hurt, lots and lots of hurt, potentially betrayal of some extent, if your thoughts are in alignment with that and you carry that thought/belief pattern into something new, say a new relationship, that's going to get sabotaged because you're going to bring in the energy of expecting betrayal if you haven't healed it yet. I'm hearing like, how do I heal? 1 second. Oh my. Something about your Nine of Pentacles. There's something you want here. Obviously, there always is. But the thing is you've been going about it the wrong way. And honestly, a lot of it, there's this Temperance in reverse. It has to do with this lack of patience. This lack of it's like you're jumping at the first opportunity of potential instead of allowing the universe to guide you in the right direction. And that's the slow down aspect, right? Just like maybe that's the adjustments here, is like slow down and really listen to yourself. But you can only really do that. It's like, you're running. That's what it is. You're running from something. You're running from a truth or facing hurt. And sometimes you have to be in that energy. So I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong, but I am saying that it's very imperative that you heal this before moving forward, or else you're just going to carry it into the next situation. And then that's how cycles repeat. Cycles repeat when we don't heal. Current energy for Scorpio. Goodness, Scorpio, you guys have been going through it. You know, I can understand this. You have the Seven of Wands with Four of Pentacles. You guys are really focused on material stability right now. I feel like there was some sort of heartbreak, like just straight up betrayal. That's what I feel, just straight up betrayal, where like something turned out to be something that it wasn't. You thought it was one thing and it's not that way. And it's been really hard for you to process. It's not necessarily that you're refusing to, it's just been very difficult. Because I said before I pulled that card, like, how do I heal? I mean, I don't have that answer for you, you know? It's almost like you got to set that intention. The universe will guide you to whatever you want. And whether it's, if you need to pray for it, if that's what you believe, or just set the intention that you're working toward healing. Healing sucks. It hurts. Sometimes it hurts more than the actual situation itself. And I feel like that's ultimately what you're running from here, because you're investing a lot in your material world. You're not investing in your emotional world. And you need to. You need to invest in your emotional self. You got to stop distracting yourself. You don't got to do anything. Do whatever you want. It's your life. It's your path. I'm not saying I know better than you, but I am saying that there's something that needs to be faced. And that's the adjustment here. The High Priestess, there's something that needs to be faced. It's almost like maybe you, like, face how you played a role in the fallout of something. I mean, that's the best way to heal, right? I mean, when people have a tendency to give blame to other people and say, oh, they did this to me, or this happened to me, it takes the control out of your hands and it gives it to external situations. So then at that point, you can and always will be a victim. But the second thing you can say, okay, how did I play a role in this? Not that it was your fault, but how did you play a role in something in order to heal that thing? Because then you can say, okay, I won't do this next time. Okay, let's get clarification. Woo, woo, woo. Knight of Swords. The Devil. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. There's that Temperance in reverse again. You saw that somewhere. This is codependency. Now, these readings are always really tough for me because it is not my place to tell you what you are not codependent on. And that's why I feel like that I hear, like, how can I heal? Like, that's on you, to figure out. And nothing and no one can tell you how to do that. There are people around that can support you through that. No one can tell you how to heal. And this codependent tendency, that can be from relationships to substance abuse to whatever it is, right? I mean, you take this as it resonates. But that's the cycle here. The cycle is codependency. I get it, man. I get it. You're not doing anything wrong, but you don't want this cycle to continue. I promise you. Current energy for Scorpio. Because what you want requires you to be independent. It requires you to find that happy. That's exactly it. I mean, this literally means unrealistic expectations. And it's like you have unrealistic expectations about your wish fulfillment. You want somebody to come in and make you happy. With the Hangman in reverse. But God, these readings have been so freaking intense today. You've got to you've got to find your happiness first. Because the more that you look, what happens, and I've been in this cycle before. That's why I'm feeling this reading deep level. I don't have Scorpio on my chart or anything, but it's like you get into, I'm just going to use relationships because that's usually what people watch tarot for anyway, is you get into a relationship and you have high hopes. Oh, this is going to make me happier. This is going to make me feel a certain way. Or this person is my future. This person will, essentially solve all your issues. And then as time goes on, usually around that 3 to 6 month mark, you realize they aren't making you feel the way you thought they would or wanted them to. And so that turns into frustration, resentment. You start getting angry at them because they aren't doing everything for you. They're not putting you as your top priority. And then you run that one into the ground until you move on to the next one. It's not your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault, but carrying that energy into a relationship, putting the burden of your happiness on someone else will always come back to bite you. And I feel like that's what's happened. This is it's a tough love reading. And they've all been like that today, and it's been really hard on me because sometimes I like to do happy readings, I swear. I feel like my last few readings have just been like this, just freaking intense. But necessary, right? These are necessary messages. Let's get one more. Your stability has to come from within. It's got to come from you. You've got to be happy and love yourself first. This is all about slowing down. Just like, because this is the Eight of Swords, or Eight of Wands in reverse with the Seven of Wands in reverse. And it's like, slow down and listen to yourself. Figure out why you're unable to make yourself happy. Figure out why you look for other people. Oh my goodness, these cards. To make yourself happy. That's the only reason or the only way that you're going to heal. Continuing to try to jump from one thing to the next, to take it from me. I've experienced it. I did it for years, and it only makes things harder in the end. But you're getting there. You have an opportunity right now. You have an opportunity to break this cycle. In your immediate future, you have nothing as yet set in stone with the World card in reverse. We're going to hop on over to the extended. I like doing the future readings in the extended because it is a smaller collective, so it can be a little bit more on point. My email address is in the description box. I'd love to hear if this reading resonated for you. Also in the comments if that's something. You don't have to. I'm not saying like, comment, subscribe, but I like to hear about it, know if I'm on par. All right. Thank you so much, Scorpio, and I hope to see you next time.